Thank you to Simthic, accessible via sim.gg for the weapon stats used in making this video. Link in the description. Hello, this is yet another entry into a series I've been calling Final Meta, an exploration into the infantry weapons in Battlefield 5 following its final content release. This video covers the aggressive LMGs, including the KE-7, LS-26, BAR M1918A2, and FG-42. These are the LMGs that generally work the best aggressively seeking out capture points, assisting assault players in taking out tanks, or repairing friendly vehicles. Splitting them up into further subcategories, the KE-7 and LS-26 are the workhorse LMGs of the support class, and the BAR and FG-42 are the bullet hoses. The combat role suggestion for these guns is the engineer combat role. Since these are aggressive weapons, you are generally best off playing objectively and capitalizing on the support role's natural affinity for vehicles and emplaced guns, both in terms of the boost to repair speed and the reduced heat generation from firing stationary MGs and the guns on vehicles. When it comes to sight suggestions, I largely universally suggest the anti-air sights as a sort of default. They provide enough zoom and an elevated sight picture to work in a general sense. That said, if you'd prefer a more precise dot, the NIDAR and reflex sights available should also generally suffice if you'd rather sacrifice zoom level. If you are inclined, because of the longer ranged accuracy of the LS-26 and the low firing rate mode available to the BAR, a 3x scope can be acceptable as long as you select a quick aim upgrade in both cases. When it comes to gadgets, since you'll generally be more aggressive, I highly suggest the Type 99 mines, ammo crate, and lunge mine. This setup takes advantage of generally being closer to the center of the action, as you will more likely be near tanks which will try and push through your team's front line. When targeting a vehicle that is some distance away, you can use your lunge mine first to super sprint towards the tank, and upon landing a strike, immediately throw your Type 99s. Depending on whether you land your strikes on the rear of the tank, it is possible you could take out a heavy tank with this. If you think you can manage though, try and sneak up first and place the Type 99s, and then switch to the lunge mine. And then once the Type 99s detonate, strike with the lunge mine. At this point, assuming you survive the mess of explosions going on near you, you should switch to your repair tool and start damaging the tank with that to finish it off. This is the fastest way to take down a tank as a support, but it's obviously very high risk and likely to result in death. Alternatively, you can immediately refill the lunge mine from an ammo crate, so you can immediately go for a second lunge hit. But this only works if you had the time and forethought to place the crate down before the Type 99 mines detonated, and will largely mean your mission was 100% suicidal. You also could, instead of using the lunge mine at all, select the shaped charge as your main gadget. If you prefer to avoid the self-damage and likely death to result from the lunge mine setup, throw your Type 99 mines first, as their timer is longer than it takes for the shaped charge to both be thrown and detonated after being placed. If you are in an infantry-focused map, my suggestion changes to the impact grenade, ammo crate, and Kempf pistol. The impact grenade simply holds the most utility in closer quarters and against infantry of the 3 grenade types, and the Kempf pistol in combination with the ammo crate can be an extremely potent tool for clearing out choke points for your team. My suggestion is to immediately place a crate to max out your Kempf pistol ammo and begin firing the moment you reach the front lines, regularly checking to see if you can place a new box to top off your ammo. The moment you can, if there is an existing crate that you have placed nearby, grab a grenade from it and then place a new crate. This effectively doubles the number of grenades you get on the timer. Seek out other friendly support class ammo crates as well, so you can further refill your stock as you go in a rotation. When it comes to sidearms, for every LMG in this video, I suggest the Type 94. The magazine sizes of all of these LMGs and relatively high rate of fire and typically slow reloads makes an emergency sidearm very useful, and the Type 94 fills this role perfectly as its damage profile meshes well with the LMGs for the most part. The melee suggestion for these weapons is the hand tools. As well established by my previous videos, most fully automatic weapons damage profiles mesh well with the hand tools. For the standard build that takes advantage of the flexible rate of fire the BAR has, I suggest left, left, right, resulting in quick reload, enhanced grips, polished action, and barrel bedding. The first 3 upgrades listed here take advantage of the default high cyclic rate of the BAR by minimizing how long you reload and improving hipfire, allowing you to go around strafing and spraying bullets into your foes in close range. For the FG42, I suggest right, left, right, resulting in custom stock, enhanced grips, recoil buffer, and lightened stock. This will result in a mid-range powerhouse with damage output that will allow you to go up face-to-face with more threats, while still permitting low enough recoil values for long-ranged firefights. However, this is a more careful and considerate build than the BAR, making it more of a tactical build best for being just to the rear of your team's front line. If you prefer to be more aggressive and in the front line more often, you can swap the first upgrade for quick aim, sacrificing some longer ranged strafing accuracy for a faster reaction to less expected threats. The FG42 is the only LMG with a bayonet option. I'd argue the bayonet charge is somewhat redundant, assuming you use the lunge mine that I suggest in this video. However, if you choose not to use the lunge mine, or you simply prefer the lack of self-inflicted damage from the lunge mine, you will want to build the FG42 around the bayonet to maximize its utility. I suggest left, right, left, resulting in quick aim, barrel bedding, ported barrel, and bayonet. The improved stationary accuracy of this build will allow you some reach, and if someone gets too close or you simply empty your magazine in a critical moment, you can take the threat down with your bayonet. The LS26 only really has one optimized build: right, right, left, resulting in quick aim, ported barrel, barrel bedding, and recoil buffer. This turns the LS26 into an aggressive frontline ranger, providing maximum reaction speed and maximum accuracy for longer ranged engagements, which takes advantage of its more controllable recoil pattern and higher than average bullet velocity. The KE7 is a jack of all trades, and there are few ways you can really go outright wrong with the gun's build. That said, the optimal build is all left. This results in a fairly generalist, aggressive build. The higher rate of fire takes a bit better advantage of the KE7's moderately larger magazine, and since the reload speed is the same regardless of whether the magazine is empty, you might as well empty the weapon into your targets faster. My general tactical advice for these guns is to largely play as if you were a more positionally careful assault player. That is to say, you should generally be close to the front lines, attack vehicles, and rush points. Despite unlimited ammo, be wary of these weapons' generally worse ammo reliability compared to the assault rifles. They will require more careful reload management. The FG42 and BAR are both the most aggressive of the aggressive. With higher rates of fire, you should get in close and spray enemy infantry in close quarters. Use the BAR as a hip-fire machine most of the time, as it has access to the fastest overall firing rate of the LMGs. But if you find that you have a longer range gap, you can also take advantage of the slower, more controllable fire rate mode, especially if you opted for a 3x scope. Try to reload before you run dry, but note that the base tactical reload is unimpressive and the empty is not too painful that you should hesitate to fire every round into your targets, especially if you follow my suggestion of quick reload, which results in the BAR having a better overall ammo reliability than the other 3 LMGs in this video, though still worse than the LMGs in other videos. Use the FG42 as a aimed strafing bullet hose, providing you enough accuracy and fast enough time to kill to engage in both shorter and longer ranges, while still being moderately capable of dodging enemy fire. Be wary of its fairly punitive empty reload, however, and reload after every kill. Its ammo reliability is very bad, and you will likely spend a lot of time reloading with the thing. It's lucky then that the tactical reload speed is, conversely, the best in class. Take advantage of that. Use the KE7 in a similar strafing fashion as the FG42, only try to take more advantage of its larger magazine and consistent reload speed, and dump bullets into your enemies until they are all dead or you run dry. With the build I advise, the KE7 will have generally better ammo reliability than the FG42, but it may lose more face-to-face gunfights due to its slower rate of fire and reduced strafing accuracy. So flanking a little more with the gun is in order, but don't sprint too much to achieve that, since the weapon lacks any reactive upgrades in the build that I advise. The LS-26 is very much a longer-ranged aggressor. It has the best overall recoil pattern, a slower firing rate, and fast bullet velocity. These all lend it to being more effective just beyond middle range compared to the other 3 guns in this video. You will generally want to stick to that engagement, as it also suffers with its worst-in-class ammo reliability and generally mediocre time to kill. In closer ranges, make sure you fire only with visual confirmation of your target. The LS-26 is also generally the only gun in this video I'd suggest using the semi-auto firing mode on occasion to reduce recoil and mitigate the ammo reliability issues. Though it's not a sniper rifle, because while its muzzle velocity is good, the low damage and high bullet drag will make very long-range engagements frustrating. In conclusion, if you want to be generally aggressive at middling ranges and have your reload management skills down pat, these LMGs are an excellent choice. There is some variance with some mild level of specialization among them, but generally speaking, these guns will largely play out best at typical assault rifle ranges. Thank you for watching my video to the end. Please like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications.